Fortnitemares live event trailer is insane. Get ready for the biggest, scariest, and most unforgettable Fortnitemares event the island has ever seen. Think you've seen it all? Think you've already lived through the worst nightmares? Think again. This year, Fortnitemares is going way beyond anything you expected. And to guide you through the chaos of the spirit realm, you'll want the best guide there is. Let's kick things off with the collab everyone's been buzzing about. Fortnite is officially teaming up with Netflix's animated hit K-pop Demon Hunters for this year's Fortnitemares event. The crossover is stacked, giving us skins for Zoe, Mira, and Rumi, plus themed emotes and weapons to round it out. But that's not all. Say goodbye to Horde Rush, because Demon Rush is stepping in, and this time it's turned up to 11, letting us step straight into the shoes of the trio and lead the charge against waves of demons ourselves. We've also got some new teasers hinting at big map changes. If you caught the Daft Punk Kicks trailer Fortnite dropped, you probably noticed something strange in the background. The entire sky was covered in red clouds, and the wolf statue's eyes started glowing bright crimson. Creepy detail, but it actually connects to the bigger picture of what's coming next. All signs point to the island heading straight into its biggest showdown with the spirit realm. A battle unlike anything we've ever seen in Fortnite before. And this is exactly where the K-pop Demon Hunters step in. Because when the fight goes down, they're the ones we'll need at our side. And according to the leaks about the final live event, it turns out Dark Presence isn't just some giant tentacle monster. Nope. We're about to come face to face with Asmodeus himself, the true overlord of the spirit realm. By the way, if you stop and talk to the Dr. Theodore Fliesby, he drops a pretty chilling line. He straight up says the island isn't going to be around much longer. And when you dig into the new files, it's clear Epic is already laying the groundwork for the next final live event. Now, if we line things up with the update schedule and the season end date, it looks like this event is set for October 31st, Halloween night, the last Friday of the month, and the closing day of the Fortnitemares event. Then, right after that, on Saturday, the brand new season is expected to kick off, and all signs point to it being themed around The Simpsons. Of course, these are early dates, so if anything shifts, I'll be the first to keep you updated. Alright, time for the juiciest part. What's actually about to happen to the island? You have to admit, the whole metaverse storyline has been acting real strange lately. And at this point, we can't even fully guess who's pulling the strings. Or maybe, we can. Back in Fortnite OG at the start of the season, instead of the classic giant wooden chair, a massive wooden wolf showed up, howling at the sky. And if that wasn't weird enough, at the shop Now, if you've been keeping up with Fortnite's history, you know exactly who that points to. We're talking about Kato Thorn, the guy obsessed with everything red, the one who loved eclipses and even summoned a red moon over the island. This fangy villain was the big bad of Chapter 4 Season 4, famous for bending space and time with a literal time machine. He wasn't just doing it for fun either. He was chasing down rare artifacts scattered across different timelines. And while right now we don't have hard evidence that Thorn's behind these new changes, leakers are saying he's set to return as one of the main bosses in this year's Halloween event. Now look, this isn't 100% confirmation that our favorite vampire is pulling the strings, but its OG might actually be coming straight from the Dark Presence. Word is, it already got its hands on the biggest 0-point shard. And that's exactly what it's been using to tear open rifts and send swarms of bugs onto the island. And if that theory checks out, then we're not just dealing with a local threat anymore. We're facing something on the same scale as the last reality itself. Because if the Dark Presence is really behind the map changes, then Oninoshima isn't the only one in danger. A million other realities could be next. So yeah, Fortnitemares this year isn't just about a spooky vibe. It's tying directly into the end of the season, and possibly the entire chapter, which means we could be in for some wild story twists, the kind that change the whole game. At this point, it's tradition for Fortnite to load us up with horror collabs every October. Last year we got Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and even Billy the Puppet from Saw. But this year, the lineup looks insane. We're talking Ghostface from Scream, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, plus some newer icons like Art the Clown from Terrifier and the Grabber from Black Phone. And that's not all. The rumor mill says we might finally be getting a full Scooby Doo set with skins for the entire gang, and even the Mystery Machine as a drivable skin. On top of that, Epic might throw in some creepy gaming collabs too, like the co-op chaos of REPO, or the nightmare vibes of Poppy playtime. Nothing is confirmed yet, but if the leaks are right, we're looking at a stacked roster of skins dropping all through Fortnitemares 2025. But here's the wild part. None of those horror legends are even supposed to be the main event this year. That spotlight goes straight to K-pop demon hunters. Word is, they could even headline the next festival, which is kinda crazy, considering Epic had promised the focus would stay on Fortnite originals. What we do know though is this collab looks way bigger than the rest, with way more moving parts than a simple skin drop. And let's be real, this probably isn't the full list. Because notice something? None of the stuff we talked about yet has Disney's name on it. And with how deep Disney's been tied into Fortnite ever since that massive investment into Epic, there's no way they're skipping out on. Last year we got Disney Villains, a second wave of Nightmare Before Christmas skins, Edward Scissorhands, even spooky Marvel drops like Mephisto and Agony. So yeah, it'd be a huge shock if Disney just sat on the sidelines this time around. Expect at least 1 or 2 big Disney collabs to crash the party. In other Battle Royale news, we finally got the Megazord unlocks, which was honestly pretty fun, considering nothing much has happened lately. So if you missed your chance to feel the morphin power, I've got the gameplay for you right here.
I need a team with attitude.
Also, the Daft Punk Experience event took place last Saturday, and it was actually something fresh. The intro honestly impressed me a lot, but as they say, seeing is believing, so here it is.